Hello everyone. Department of Physics welcomes you all to the online learning series. I am Lasya. Today I am going to discuss about the syllabi of first PU Physics as per the Karnataka State Board NCERT syllabus. So today I am going to give the introduction for all the chapters and the weightage of marks which will be allotted in your examination. Then next I am going to discuss about the question paper pattern. First let us discuss what will be the weightage of marks allotted from each chapter in your examination. So I have a copy with me and the same will be displayed on the screen, so you can go through it while I'll explain this. In the first unit there are two chapters. The first chapter is physical world and the second one is unit and measurements. So coming to these two chapters are introductory chapters. From physical world you are going to learn about the scope of learning physics, the inventions and discoveries in physics, the fundamental forces in nature, etc. And this chapter is a small chapter, so the number of teaching hours is just 2 and the marks allotted for this chapter is 2 marks. Coming to the second chapter, units and measurements, this is about the units and dimensions of the physical quantities. You will learn the accuracy, precision in instruments and the errors in measurement. So this chapter has 2 hours of teaching and this chapter has a weightage of marks which is 3. Coming to the second unit, it covers 2 chapters again. The chapter 3 is motion in a straight line and chapter 4 is motion in a plane. Both the chapter describes the motion of the objects and in 1 dimension and 2 dimension, and the number of teaching hours for the motion in a straight line is 8, weightage is 7. Motion in a plane has 12 hours of teaching and 11 marks will be allotted. Coming to the third unit, 5th chapter, laws of motion. This chapter deals with the force which is responsible for the motion of the objects, and you are going to learn the 3 physical laws with examples, and this chapter has 11 hours of teaching and the marks allotted is 10. Coming to the 4th unit, the 6th chapter, work, energy and power. In this chapter you are going to learn about the concepts of work, various forms of energy and the law of conservation of energy, and this chapter has 11 hours of teaching and the marks allotted here is 10. Coming to the 5th unit, 7th chapter, system of particles and rotational motion. This chapter describes the motion of extended bodies and this chapter has 12 hours of teaching and the marks allotted is 10. The 6th unit, 8th chapter, coming to gravitation. Here you are going to learn the universal law of gravitation and the concept of gravity, and this chapter is for 9 hours of teaching and the marks allotted is 8. And the 7th unit consists of 3 chapters: mechanical properties of solids, mechanical properties of fluids and thermal properties of matter. So you can see the mechanical properties of solids is a small chapter which has 5 hours of teaching and 4 marks will be allotted in your examination. Mechanical properties of fluids, again it's a small chapter, 5 hours will be allotted for the teaching and 4 marks is allotted in your examination. Coming to thermal properties of matter, it is a 10-hour chapter and this will be for 9 marks in your examination. The 12th chapter, thermodynamics, here the teaching hour is 8 hours and the marks allotted will be 7. The next unit, the 13th chapter, kinetic theory, is for 5 hours of teaching and the marks allotted will be 4. The next last unit, for chapter 14 and chapter 15, we are going to deal with the oscillatory motion. The oscillation chapter is for 8 hours of teaching and 7 marks is allotted for this chapter. And coming to the last chapter, that is waves, here the allotted teaching hours is 10 and the marks allotted will be 9. So now let us discuss the question paper pattern. If you look at the question paper pattern, there are 4 parts: part A, part B, part C and part D. Coming to the first main, you have to answer all the questions. These questions will be for 1 marks and the questions from 1 marks are from all the chapters, that is from chapter 1 to chapter 15. You may get the question from any of the chapters. So this is the compulsory main, so where you have to answer all the questions. So this main is for 10 marks. Coming to part B, the second main, here you have 8 questions and you are going to answer only 5 questions, and these questions could be from chapter 1 to chapter 15. So from any of the chapters you may get the questions. So chapter question number 11 to question number 18 is out of these 8 questions, you have to answer only 5 of them, and this main will be for 10 marks. Coming to third main, again in this main you have 8 questions where you are going to answer only 5 questions, and this is question number 19 to question number 26. The questions from this main can be from any of the chapters out of 1 to 15, and in this main you are going to get 15 marks. Coming to fourth main, see, this main is for 5 marks. Each question carries 5 marks in this main, and there will be 3 questions. Out of 3 you have to answer 2 questions, and in the fourth main the questions will be from chapter 1 to chapter 8. That is, first part of the textbook question will be there in this main. And the question number 27, you can also guess which question will be from which chapter. So here question number 27 will be from the chapter 3 or 4, and question number 28 will be from the chapter 5 or 6, and question number 29 is from the chapter 7 or 8. So here out of these 3 questions you are going to answer only 2, so the total marks will be 10. Fifth main, again these questions, there will be 3 questions, you will answer only 2 of them, and these questions are from the second part of the textbook, that is chapter 8 to chapter 15, and question number 30 is from the chapter 8 or 10, question number 31 is from the chapter 11 or 12, question number 32 will be from the chapter 14 or 15, and the total marks in this main is again 10. Coming to the sixth main, see, there are 5 questions here, and this is the numerical part, that is you are going to get the problems from all the chapters. So you have to answer 3 out of 5 questions. Question number 33 is a problem from chapter 3 or 4. Question number 34 is a problem from chapter 5 or 6. Question number 35 is a problem from the chapter 7 or 8. Question number 36 is a problem from the chapter 11 or 12. Question number 37 is a problem from the chapter 14 or 15. So if you look through this, the total weightage is 105. So all the chapters, if I add the weightage of all the chapters, the total weightage is 105, but you are going to answer maximum 70 marks. And the concepts from the chapter 3, 5, 6 and 8 are already being taught to you in your high school physics. So preparing thoroughly these chapters will fetch you 35 marks easily, and that is the 50% of the total marks. Out of 70 marks, you are already been prepared for this 35 marks. And scoring 70 is neither difficult for a dedicated student. And so scoring a good marks in physics is not at all a difficult thing. Therefore, I conclude that if you study thoroughly, derive all the equations properly, relations properly, listen to the class and prepare thoroughly, then scoring a good marks in physics is not at all difficult. So this was my introductory class. We'll meet you in the next session. Thank you.